We get our truck side, we were gonna utilize it, you know, if the new truck come in, we ain't gonna use it until we.
Yeah.
Get some money. So
There was one more.
yeah, so it was some money.
I guess the end of ours.
Yeah.
So,
How come that stuff like that? Well, just focus on that, you know, things like that, she didn't have her finance. So,
Yeah.
if you got it in your finance.
Yeah, I try to give them much stuff that I get in
Put it in her
the
file.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
okay, I'll call our meeting back to order. We reconvened, we recessed, I think it was just after noon today. And we had one item left on our agenda, the hiring of a CDL driver, which will be a second driver for our new garbage truck that's coming this week on Friday. Do we have a motion of who we want to hire for this next truck coming in?
I'm not motion that we hire Mr. Sam Hall.
We have a motion to hire Sam Hall. Do we have a second?
I second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries. We thank you, Mr. Hall. Look forward to working with you. And we do have a rental truck right now, so we already have a truck for you. But on Friday of this week, we're supposed to have a brand new truck. All right. Our second new truck.
So, Mr. Hall, you can give, this is our administrator here, Mr. Patrick Smith. You can give him that way you can get your license and everything. Yeah, and get everything together for you. That way, I don't know if you want to do that today or do it when they,
Want to do that, that's fine.
if you want to do it today, you can. That way you can get in the truck this. Yeah, if you go to the land, you can carry truck to the land.
I mean, we can ride with one, you can some guy did some church. For me to ride with the truck, familiarization with the truck, that's all we do. Familiarization with.
Familiar with the truck.
Familiarization with the truck, with Mr. Gaucher and how you say, a good training day would be good. You could come in and get a training day in, I would think. Mr. Gaucher in the route and see how to train and how you do it, what you do. That'll be most valuable, you know. So as soon as you can do a training day this week with those guys, you know, take my seat.
That'll be great.
Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great. Then you got the whole package, you know everything else. Some training day, you know.
So, Mr. Hall, when you think you can go on your training days, what days, that way the chief school can kind of schedule that? What 2 days you think this week? What day is Monday?
Monday,
Yes, if you could go more than 2 days,
probably tomorrow or Wednesday. I just might go Thursday or Friday. I need to check with my cousin. And just, I'll give you a call.
the office number down there is 738. It's 3883.
38, 83.
83.
That's all I had. You don't have to extend. That all, nobody got to extend in there.
We have internal extensions.
Spend.
And Mr. Hart, my name is spelled
Bullock.
S-A-Q-U-A-E-I-A.
I can't call that and get an extension.
Yes, sir, Ms. Cooper.
Miss Cooper is good.
Miss Cooper. Very good.
Okay, now, we now, we didn't talk about the pay. We didn't talk about the pay. So let's, I mean, are we gonna do the same across the board? That way we start on the same level? Yeah. What was it?
Yeah, 17.
Okay, Okay, well, y'all, we want to start on the same level. I'm asking
We
Commissioner
need to
Bobby.
make a motion to that effect.
Okay, yeah. Well, I make a motion that we start Mr. Hall at $17 an hour.
Second motion.
After 90 days, we move him up to,
You get tired by the way, I know.
Senator, yeah, 90-day probation, Commissioner Walker?
You have to put everybody on that.
we did put everybody on 90 now. We started off, you know, we came back over for the 90 days.
Start off at 17,
Sir.
start off at 17.
Yes, sir.
So we got a motion to start with salary at 17 and after 90 days increase it to 18.
Yes, sir.
We got a motion by Commissioner Walker, do we have a second? Got a motion and a second, any further discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Is there any other business we need to handle today?
The only other thing with the solid waste, we need to get letters out, letting people in Bullock County know that we're going to enforce, we'll have to try to, we're going to enforce the garbage rules.
Yeah, that's gonna come with our rules and regulations and everything.
I guess we can't get any letters out until we get everything transferred, because we don't have all everybody's, address unless we just put it in here or, you know, do it that kind of way to address it. Otherwise, we don't have everybody's addresses transferred.
You good with it? You definitely.
I got the Excel spreadsheet for Amway, but they had some that were active, and some of them weren't active, and some was suspended, so.
Chairman, now I got this to say. You know, I made a motion and everyone had a copy of that to terminate the county engineer. Now, we gotta have some responsibility out there in the engineering department. As I roll through the garbage truck, I see so much that I don't like to see him talk about. There's got to be some accountability. We've asked for this before. I'm gonna say, now, we hadn't said this, but at 7 o'clock, you need to have a list of everybody, what they're working, what they're doing, what kind of time frame, and everybody's pulling their load. Everybody that's working for Bullock County ought to be solid into what we're doing for Bullock County. We're all in this together. Well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But accountability for these hours. You know, you work 40 hours, you work 40 hours. What are you doing? Now, we got to call some accountability, not just say, wait a minute. We got to be responsible from this position to make sure everybody's pulling their weight. And so, since we asked for suggestions from the engineer, no one saw fit to terminate him today, we got to hold him accountable today. And when we go out there, what is so-and-so doing? What is supposed to be at? What time is they lunch out? Where they at? What are they doing? Are they giving the citizens their money's worth? We got to make sure that if we do this whole county be better. We just got to get accountable and tighten up. Now, I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to continue. He's got to show, so we've asked for it before. Show us what you're doing, where you're at, what you're doing, so we can tell citizens. Some citizens here today, they're disturbed. Let me finish now. You saw folks here today disturbed. I can't say when he cut grass. I can't say when he paved the road. He need to post this someplace so I know you went down this road, you went down that road. I asked for that letter before. He hadn't given it to me yet. I said, let me know where you're at and what you're doing. Now, I want to know.
Well, let me just say this. We got a computer program that we paid for, that Jason had.
That's right.
So the thing with it, we as a commissioner body got to tell him to put it to use.
That's right.
We got to tell him to put it to use. And
That's
that way, we'll get a real report every morning. When we look on our email, we can see exactly what the guy's working throughout.
How long has he had it? That's what I'm saying. We got to make it happen.
It's up to
That's what I'm saying now.
It's up to us as a commissioner body to come together, and that's what we need to ask for, and that's what we want.
Well, that's what we want. That's what we're doing.
The Samsung.
Yeah.
So
It's not the first time.
So let's,
Since Commissioner Marlowe came on, he asked for this, let's get some accountability. This keeps it down, it's too long.
here on our guys, that's what we'll do. We'll come together, that's why I said we.
I'm starting now though. I'm talking about waiting a month, every month, 12 months a year, 12 times a year. I'm talking about start today. Let's have some accountability tomorrow. What are you doing? Show us what you're doing. Where folks working at, what they're doing. Can't get a CDL driver to go down for trucks. What are they doing?
If you want to start that started today.
We should have been started.
If you wanted to, start him to sending us emails every morning, I mean, it's up to Commissioner Body, that's all we gotta do is say, hey, he said start sending us email. And then it's as simple as that, it's sending him one, letting you know.
This August, next month is September, next month will be November. When we gonna start? They insist on what we wanna see, this is what I wanna see.
So how you wanna start it out? In an email, or do you wanna,
Like you said, work together and see what you wanna do. I know what I want, and what you want, let's work
Mr.
together.
Chairman, the system you're talking about, I don't know how many logins we have on it, but for some counties, I know that the commission has access to that software.
yeah.
And you have your own login, you can go and actually see. But I don't know if Bullock kind of subscribe to that subscription, I don't know.
Yes, we have, that's the system we have, but that portion of it haven't been signed up, I guess, but it cross over to us.
We need, well, we need to.
The thing we gotta do is, only thing we gotta do is, if that's what we want, we sit down and have a talk with the engineer as a body,
Yeah, sure.
and let him know this what we want.
And we talking about fuel tanks for 5 years. We've been talking about things we want, what I put in there that we want and hadn't received. Talking.
You know what went on with the fuel tanks, and you know and I know what went on with the fuel tanks.
Nothing.
We supposed to pay that, Richard Stone off. If we was at that angle, put the fuel tank, that's where we want to have no ties to the law, what we can do, what we want to do out there. That was the deal.
That's excuses. We put the fuel tanks wherever we want to. We take somebody else's saying, not doing what we want to do. Do what we want to do. I'm not looking for nobody else to say what I want to do. We listening and looking at excuses. To get that garbage, I thought about getting that cotton field. You got to move when the weather right and stuff. You can't be messing around. That's a farm, man. You got to get stuff up. You got to make things happen. I didn't come from that background. You got to do what you got to do. The military too. Somebody say do something, you do it. You don't come back with no excuse in the military. Somebody tell you to do something that morning and you ain't doing that evening. You lost a strike. You got to do something. I said do this. What? Busted. You don't do this. So that mess with me when you don't do what you asked to do. And I wrote her that letter about that porta potty. I'm coming to one place and I asked him, got to go call me. He said, but man, and I said directly to you. That's enough right there. If I had the opportunity to go. So I want y'all to know this now, because I'm not joking about this. So it got to work. Everybody got to work. We just together.
Steps you take, you got the opportunity, the steps you take. You just don't all out of the hammer and just say, hey, find somebody. You write them up.
Man, that's 5 years. They got to have everything there. You know that.
You write them up until
We told him to hire an engineer. I went out there, I talked to those engineers. He come back, he can represent one of these boys, and both of them got jobs. Like, follow these folks. If we give you instructions and you don't follow them, you don't do what we ask you to do. So I can't ask you to do nothing and expect anything in return. I'm just saying that to you guys now. I don't have nothing to say except in the meantime, I can't ask you to do nothing if you go do it. You know everything I say. That whole doctor down there, he got 6 years. He looked at it 3-4 times. Still there. What you got to do? I ain't gonna beg you to pay you to. That ain't going nowhere. You have to tighten up. I'm through. If we through, I mean, we can go ahead and come in. Anything else? I don't know.
I think we covered it. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Do we need to recess for anything?
But I'm saying, if we missing anything, guys, we need to recess one. We voted on purchasing structure, we're good on that. But just kind of look,
Money transfer.
yeah, okay.
Rules and regulations?
Rules and regulations.
Yeah, we got to recess for that. We got to have those going forward with the deal. We got to have those rules.
Recess. You take your turn now.
And when we talk about rules, we got to enforce those rules. Because man, those cans are in some of those areas with all the, that's it, and the baggage and all this stuff not being contained, and all this stuff just dumped in the garbage cans. I mean, they have these rules with the city. You know, you got to bag your trash up and put it in the trash can. It's a messy ordeal when they don't do that and stuff just running out the cans and you go out to dump, you'll be soaking wet at night and smell it.
Again, when y'all were out last week, did you have any customers who did not have a trash can and just had
and I say this again, Amway's got all those cans, but Amway's didn't pick up the Bullock County cans. Everybody got an Amway's can, 300 folks. They got old Bullock County cans in there too. They didn't pick the cans up. They just put them in new cans up. The lid was off. So they got cans out there, Bullock County cans throughout the county that should be picked up. They probably in Bullock County, but they don't have lids on them or damaged. And everybody would have Amway's can. They got a Bullock County can too, sitting on the side. You know, so they got cans. Some of them are full too. We just picked up garbage to help everybody. I've been picking up garbage, starting free, helping the county. So we didn't leave nothing behind. Then there was a few folks with bags, a few folks with other stuff. We just get it up while we're going now. Get till we get started. And with the rules. See, the rules ain't not gonna allow for all that stuff.
Right.
You know. So that was the case. Let you know, plenty of Bullock County cans right out there by Amway's can. We got the Bullock County can beside the wall. Might have a Bullock County can and Amway's can. A lot of apples out there as well, same time.
So what's the time, Chairman?
Can we meet next Tuesday or Wednesday? Is that good? Either one of those days good to go? But that gives the turn waters enough time. Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday, August 16th.
Yeah, those are both good days for me.
At what time?
Y'all want to do 9 or 1? Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
Schools and issues on that.
We're gonna try to meet some here.
Maybe the 23rd.
So the next is on the 23rd.
I'll say on Tuesday.
Okay.
Week from tomorrow.
Week from tomorrow,
16th,
16th.
9 a.m.
Is that good with everybody? Is that good?
With the rules and regulations being on the agenda. With some of
Yeah, 16th.
The letter and the rules, you got a letter too.
Yeah, the letter to the rules. The letter to the South, County,
Yeah. South Bullock Water Authority.
South Bullock Water. Those two items.
Now, this is one more thing, the enforcement. He need to deal with the school, that'd be Mr. Ray Scott. He gonna have to get up with you, once we get these rules in place. And then we just give him a list of the rules that's illegal. We might go from there, and it's gonna be up to the commission body then, enforce whatever we got to enforce.
Anything else? Do we have a motion to recess to August 16th at 9 a.m.?
Mr. Barker had called to speak, put him on the mail or something, as far as I know. We had already ruled on that 219, we may have minutes, just to say to us, after what that is. Let's see, if we get it right quick. Guess he probably doesn't do it. He got in trouble. If I get back with him, I'll just send y'all the email and y'all know what's going on.
Nothing else?
Try it again. You see him down there in the general line, I make a perception. Yeah. Yeah, he should be there. He ready. If I was here, yeah, I was enjoying the career for South Carolina right there. Yeah. He might, he said he was headed to Carolina. I told you.
Motion to recess.
Recess.
16th.
Did anyone make a motion to recess yet?
I'm sorry.
Well, Chairman, I make a motion that we recess this meeting until Tuesday, what day?
August 16th.
August 16th at 9 a.m. With the following items on the agenda, that being the letter to the Bullock County South Water and the rules and regulations for garbage service.
Do we have a motion? Do we have a second? We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. We'll recess until August 16th at 9 a.m.